Yeah.
This place is a disaster.
What?
I said.
Oh, yes, a disaster. Well, it's very old.
No kidding. How can we even be sure that there is a tomb? It could be a closet or a storage.
I've been studying the ancient writings my whole life, Ilian. This is definitely a tomb. Before the Great Collapse, they used to enshrine their most beloved ancestors in...
Hey, none of that. We had a deal. I'm just here to keep you safe and haul all this crap. You start getting me expositions and tell it, I am out of here. Holy hell. What? You know what? You almost gave me a heart attack. I can't.
Do you mind? You've been hitting that flask like it's a nipple. You can't afford to get plastered right now.
I know what I'm doing. So, what is that thing?
It's some kind of sarcophagus, but this is an ancient puzzle lock.
I'm sorry, a sarcophagus. Are you saying that there could be a mummy in there?
You're not scared, are you?
Of course not. I just want to be prepared, that's all. So, do you know how to open that thing?
Of course. The ancients were very focused on the celestial bodies. You see these lights? They represent the stars. Since this is our sarcophagus, all we need to do is press the ones in the constellation of Merzem.
Merzem. Okay.
Right. Merzem was the celestial representation of Anubis, the Egyptian god who oversees the embalming process and who...
Hey, what did I just tell you about this exposition stuff? If you start exposing yourself again, there's going to be trouble.
Sorry.
Jeez. Okay, go ahead.
Right.
I thought you said...
Shush. Just give me a second. Okay.
No, Lillian, it's simple. You see these lights, the stars, and all you need to do...
I can do it.
Yeah, I can see that.
The stars must have just been differently aligned back then, that's all.
The stars just must have been differently aligned back then.
Now shut up. I can get this.
Let me help you.
No.
Okay. I'm going to help you. There.
There's an extra 1,000 in it for you if this never happened.
What never happened?
Right. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, wait a minute.
What's in there anyway? Bourbon? Whiskey?
Milk. Girl.
No, seriously. What is it?
Milk. Seriously. It gives me like a boost. You know what I mean? It gives me a lot of calcium and it calms my nerves. You know, the good stuff. Milk.
This whole time, I thought you were this rugged adventurer, and now I found out you're drinking milk.
Yeah, what were you saying about the stars being aligned? Yeah, let's get back to work.
Right. So, you ready?
Yeah, come on. Open it up. Ooh.
Oh my.
Is that a mummy? Like, is that
It is. Oh my, let me just. Oh God. Take the thing before it kills us.
That is my Aunt Judy's flask.
Alien, the damn flask.
Oh, give her some. Yeah. Okay. Ew.
What is this, milk? Are you kidding me? After all this time, you couldn't even spring me a nice chitana. Ugh. Well, I guess if you should be thankful for remembering to stop at all, it's more than your brother ever did.
Excuse me.
Of course, he's dead. What's your excuse?
Excuse me.
Boy, I wouldn't give for a little hummus. I suppose you would be willing to run out to the corner store and get your mother a little something to noosh. What, am I talking to myself now? Can anybody hear me? Why are you so blurry? Oh, what's this schmaltz? Sarah? Look how you've grown. You're so much older, I hardly recognize you. And who is this? Is this that Gentile who starts singing? Come here. What, suddenly you're too old for a little kiss on the cappy? Come here, help out this old thing. Well, aren't you a keeper? And that what are you two getting married for, huh? Heaven forbid I should have a few grandchildren before the apocalypse comes.
Oh, actually, I think that train has already left the station.
What? What are you talking about? Sarah, what is she talking about?
I'm not Sarah.
What?
I'm not.
Wait a minute, you're all still so blurry. Let me get my glasses.
Well, your glasses are.
Just a minute, honey. Let me get my glasses. I could have sworn I had them with me when I laid down for a nap.
Miss, your glasses are they're on your.
Oh, so polite. Please just call me Edna. Now, where are they?
They're there on your head.
Aren't you a mensch? So helpful. This one's a keeper, Sarah. Not like the last one. You're not Sarah.
No, I'm Dr. Flavia Janik, and this is Ilian Smith.
Well, what are you doing in my apartment? Did Sarah let you in?
No, Sarah is. Well, no.
Are you selling something? Because ever since that terrible man sold me those subscriptions that never came, Sarah told me that I shouldn't try.
Please, Miss Edna.
Tutman. Mrs. Tutman.
Well, Mrs. Tutman, I think, I think there's something.
Edna, do you know what year this is exactly?
Of course I do. I'm not Mashugana. It's 2022. Now, if Sarah didn't let you in, then I think you should leave.
Mrs. Tudham, if you could just, did you say 2022?
That's right, because little Urban was born in 2016, and then David passed away from the virus before his birthday. Then the wife moved out of the city, and that was just 6 months ago, which I remember was just because before I turned 87, which really an accomplishment. Not that you know from the lack of birthday cards from my own flesh and blood.
Edna!
What's shouting?
Jeez.
But this isn't Egypt.
Egypt? Is that near Newark? I never go into New Jersey unless
in
it's
Africa. Egypt, in Africa, by the Nile.
Oh no, honey, this is Brooklyn, by the Upper East Side.
I see.
Oh, poor honey. You really got lost, didn't you? That's okay. Here, have a seat. Let me get you a little Ovaltine.
I could have sworn this was Egypt. I could have sworn.
Not Egypt. Well, Doc, this is not Egypt. This is really not your day, is it?
I was so careful, so thorough.
Kind of puts the whole stars and alignment thing into perspective, doesn't it?
I think I found the Ovaltine. Now, where did Sarah move the fridge?
My whole life's work. A total bust.
Well, you know what? Look on the bright side.
What bright side? Decades of exhausting research, and I couldn't even get to the right continent.
Did you say you feel incontinent? Trust me, honey, that's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I invested my family's whole estate and all for nothing.
I'm so embarrassed. I can't seem to find the fridge. And you can't make Ovaltine with water. It says you can on the can, but when I tried it all at once, all you get is schmutz. It needs milk.
All I wanted was to make a name for myself. What am I going to do? How am I going to explain this to the rest of the faculty?
Oh, there. I've got milk.
Well, I'm sure you can bring them a nice upside down cake.
Was it really too much to ask?
Oh, what's that, honey?
I just wanted to find a mummy.
Oh,
Sweetheart, I can be that for you. It's not like my own children ever stopped by. I did everything for those two, and I never asked for a single thing in return. Not a single thing. But it is too much to hope that Sarah would come by more than once a year. You think that after 32 hours of pushing her out of a womb, she would remember to stop by now to see if her mother was still breathing? And don't get me started on David. Now, there was a boy you could be proud of, but he had to grow up and marry a shutska and rip his mother's heart out. But what can you do? They don't care.
Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
I am absolutely cracking up. You guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys are so funny. Like these two. Are you sure you guys? That's how it feels. This is crazy. And the chemistry was amazing, amazing, amazing. I knew last night that Jeff was going to be off the charts. Like when we were we met up last night and the things that we were just talking about in the chat, hilarious. And it just came straight through in this piece. So how was this for you guys? Is this your first play in a day event or what's up?
This was my first. Our school did something like this. Something similar, not virtual, but Danyel, Esma, and I went to the same school.
Okay.
And we had like a 24-hour theater project that we did annually. And I was never a participant in that. So this was the first time I've done something like this.
Well, you were great. You were really, really great. What about you, Danyel? Stuff?
First time, same thing with Sha-Lemar, and I've known Esma for about 4 or 5 years now. So she just gave us the text, and we were like, sure thing. Like it's the intensity of getting a piece when you least expect it. But
right.
We were talking about it before, and this idea of this virtual theater and how you make it work is a lot of fun. It's a fun challenge personally. It does make me miss the stage though, for sure.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I miss that too.
I forgot. I did. You guys made me that you were virtual. I was caught up in the funny. I was caught up in the story. Stephanie, you are just a nut. I mean,
really? Are you showing up in front of people again?
Then I'll be talking about me. So, but no, I mean, you guys were just all incredibly. Somebody in the chat said chemistry is such great chemistry. Yeah, I know, really, really sweet. Yes, exactly. Pam said that she forgot that it was virtual too. So I just, you guys are just proof positive of how transformative. When you're presented with good work, you can see. You forget all the rest of it. You can get into your characters, whatever they are. You've done it to do in transporting audiences to someplace else. Myself, Pam, and I'm sure everybody else here, just for the 12 minutes that you guys were here, we were in there with you. You know what I mean? We were there laughing with you. We're seeing the all of the things, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
So we're texting in a group chat, and they're asking us to go out for the talk back.
Okay, we're here. We're here, and this is our
Esma and the playwright in.
Oh, I don't see them back here.
Okay, I think Amir had mentioned to us that there are only 5 people allowed at a time.
So we need to go out so that you can bring them in.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, Stephanie and Danyel and Sha-Lemar. I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye now.
There I am. Great. Thanks. Okay, let me do that.
They did such a great job. Oh, I was cracking up back here.
Yeah. What's up? There you. First of all, congratulations. I mean,
yes, your words.
What?
Thank you.
Tell me how this story happened in your mind. So you get this prompt, and then you what happens?
And you said milk. Obviously, that's mummies.
Of course, that's the most direct correlation. Absolutely,
right.
Yes.
I mean, who needs calcium more than mummies?
Right.
Esma and I were hanging out last night, and talking and just kind of chatting about all kinds of things. And we started talking about ancient Egypt, really cool stuff about the pyramids and what have you. And I guess, we were joking that like, okay, well, we ought to somehow incorporate that. And I was trying to figure out quite how to do that. So that, I think that was just sitting in my subconscious at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I had this picture, all right, okay, we'll do something with archaeology. And so the two the archaeologist and her assistant were kind of digging through stuff. And honestly, after that, it just kind of took on a life of its own. I actually did not know that the mummy, I knew they were going to find a mummy. That was the whole point of it. I had no idea that the mummy was going to be this old Jewish grandmother who was supposed to be like everything's built or whatever, until the box opened and it was like poof. It's gonna be Edna. I don't know who Edna is, but let's see how this goes. And Edna popped out, and the character just had such personality. Is like she's playing around in my imagination. I'm like,
she really had a life of her own. It was
yes.
And by the way, kudos. I've forgotten the names. I'm terrible with names. For putting on what obviously was like 60 years worth of age to act that character. That was well done.
little graying on the side,
Right.
Makeup
I love it.
changes. Yeah.
Esma, how was this experience for you? You guys are so awesome. I loved, our communication. So I felt really, really good about what we were getting ready to see, and this was by far surpassing. So how was this?
Thank you. This was so great. Like, you and Amira made this experience so smooth, and working with Jeff has been just such a great, like, collaborative experience. Like, our chat last night was just so great. Getting to know all these things. Also, he knows so much. Like, wow. And I'm so happy that I asked Sha-Lemar and Danyel to join. I literally texted them last night, and I was like, "Hey, you want to do something? Because I miss working with you. If you want to do this." And they were like totally on board. And meeting Stephanie, she's hilarious, and it was just such a great experience. Yeah.
It felt like such a really great marriage. Really, really.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, the chemistry between all three of them has just been amazing.
Yeah, you could see how much fun they were having, which is so cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see it, you can feel it. Yeah, even through the screen. That's what I'm saying. Good writing, good directing. You guys are on it. You guys are absolutely on it. I'm so grateful for having this experience. Honestly, it's inspiring. Makes you kind of want to dabble out and kind of lighten up a bit and stretch your skill set. So thank you guys for coming, and thank you guys for being a part of this experience with us. I feel like you're kind of family now, so you're stuck with us, So I guess we'll see you next time.
I can't wait. So.
All right. Thank you. See you guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love your background.